love views for real.
From Baltimore, welcome inside Oriole Park. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for Baltimore, Trevor Rogers. He leads the league in ERA, Siggy.
Yeah, he's always around the zone, Boo. Gets weak contact and makes hitters guess. That's how he's been able to stay on top.
Everything's crisp, movement, mix, location. A little different from your cardio stats, Siggy.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, we know the numbers don't lie. Elite is elite. They'll be leaning on that arm all summer long.
Now the 0-1. And a foul ball. He doesn't always grab headlines, but is essential to everything this team does.
Yeah, you said it, Boog. Reliability like that is gold over 162.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. It drops in, gets away a little bit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Yandy Diaz now enters the day third in the American League batting race. Yeah. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Pitch kicks away. No advance, though. Here's the 0-2. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jake Fraley.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
What a stop. There's one. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley. Splits the plate, 0-1. Fraley matched a homer in his last game. The 0-1. In the air, left field. And that will drop foul. Rogers, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. Chases in the dirt, slider there. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Orioles due up in the first, no score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Oriole Park. And on the mound now, Shane McClanahan. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
1-1 now. On the ground, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
At the plate, Gunnar Henderson. Ripped, but it curls foul. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. And the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Ball, that's down.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That's the third. Caminero handles, throws to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Fielder, Colton Cowser.
2 down, bases empty. Next to hit, Colton Cowser.
Really strong hitting performance recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And that skips into dirt.
Hee-haw!
That one ripped left field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And that one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. Swings and misses. Good job at damage control right there. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here in Baltimore, on now to the top half of inning number 2. So the Baltimore Orioles are hovering around 500, about a third of the way into this season. And singing, that's about what we expected. They look as good as they were projected to be.
Yeah, they look pretty strong so far. They haven't blown the doors off, but they're putting themselves in a pretty good position to contend. If they want to make their run to the postseason a little easier, though, I think they need to turn it up over the next month, really push to the All-Star break.
That one in the dirt. Ball 1. Out towards right center field. Cowser on the move. Takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6th, shortstop, number 7.
Carson Williams, the next to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
Just off the inside edge. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play. And I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
No, ball.
Just missed. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. This one in the air center field. Cowser on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. So they go quietly there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Orioles 2, the Rays nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Ball. And he hits a ground ball right side and foul ball.
You know, it didn't take Mountcastle long to make a splash at the major league level. In 2021, he became the first rookie to lead the Orioles in home runs since Kurt Blefary in 1965.
And a big swing and a miss. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Over to Diaz. A great play deep in the hole.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Hey, ha! Short hop liner, handled it short. Tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Ninth, right fielder, Leody.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Leody Taveras. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. On the ground right side, it's through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Breaking ball inside. Ball 1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Gunnar Henderson would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
And ball 4, 2
Runner,
aboard.
take your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And a slider misses down and away. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 on, 2 outs. Got him swinging. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We played 2 full. It's the Orioles 2, the Rays nothing. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on The Show, Florida. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca.
Heck what?
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. That one outside.
Ball.
1 and 2 to count. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. And one away in the top of the third.
Batting ninth, catcher Nick Cortez.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Cowser gets under it. And there are two down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, second baseman Richie Palacios.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Richie Palacios will hit next.
Hiya!
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Left field, and that's the third out. Nothing across here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 2. The Rays. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Jordan Westburg.
And that
No,
misses.
that missed. That's the ball.
And it's 1-0. Out to short, Williams. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Up next for the Orioles, designated hitter Pete Alonso.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And a curve drops in for a strike. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Pete Alonso with the rocket. His 9th homer of the year, and they add on. It's 3-0.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Cowser stands in now and watches strike one. Taps softly to the right side. Palacios fires to first. That's out number 2. He's 0 for 1.
Next for the Orioles, second baseman Jackson Holliday.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Rip to short, snagged on a bounce. To first, and that is the inning. Orioles add one on a solo homer. It's now 3-0. This is Rays baseball on The Show, Florida. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Yandy Diaz.
I just wanna play like we supposed to. Gotta win it all like we supposed to. Dominate the game like we supposed to. I'm just staying in my lane and I'm supposed to.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see.
Oh, gets dirty. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
That one blasted deep to right. And that one is off the top of the wall. Throws to second. And he's got no chance. He's out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Fraley in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball.
Pitch misses. Now 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped up. Henderson settles underneath it. And that is that. Nothing doing for Tampa. They trail in this one 3-0. Bottom of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Sugar Shane notches the strikeout.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher Samuel Basayo.
Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. The 0-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 2 down, base is empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Leody Taveras. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Ball. That's down.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. It's the Orioles 3, the Rays nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Dunks one into left. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
In the air to left center. Cowser takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Throw sails over his head at first.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Chandler Simpson. foul ball. Man at first, one away. In the air, left field, and it falls. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Here's the tag, and he's out.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
Fastball for a strike. Out to short. Henderson over to first in time. And the inning is over. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Taylor Ward.
Ball.
And that one
No,
missing
that's down.
low.
Ball.
That misses the
ball.
zone. Ball 3. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris.
Wood.
To third. And it stays fair. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Westberg in the box now. Takes strike 1. And that one is downstairs. And it's a ball and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hauls it in. 1 away.
Up next for the Orioles, designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. 2 on, 1 out. Oh, he can't hang on. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and everyone's safe. They're loaded.
A nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on there. As far as you had to go and throw, you know?
Yeah, no question. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Now the second run is in. It's a 2-run single, and the lead is up to 5.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. Last half of inning number 5. Line drive and foul ball.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Good job to fight that one off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count's even at 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. And that's a strikeout looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Payoff pitch. That's a base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. Hit on the ground to the right side. Base hit. One run is in. Relay throw home.
He's in there.
And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 7-0. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. A 3-run dinger. And they tack on to their lead. It's 10-0.